He's done it again! Thompson pulls clear! Thompson hero wins! 10-6-0! Olympic record! Wow! Corey got a bit Devin started by third. Corey really taking off. Corey, that's Corey number. Another goal. The legacy as one of the all-time greats is surely complete. The Olympic champion becomes the world champion. The defending champion comes back and wins again in supreme style.
Hey, trackies. Happy Saturday or happy Sabbath. Yeah, today's trackies, I'm not gonna lie, it's one of those days. It's like a chill day for me. Yeah. So let's just say TXT track time and chill. All right, so today we'll be discussing the Silesia Diamond League. We have quite a few Jamaicans that will be taking part in the event, and I'm really looking forward to what's coming. As usual, trackies, I see 27 of you guys in here. Please remember to hit that like button. Of course, like up the stream. Always remember, trackies. I always tell you, even if you don't disagree, you don't agree with my point of view in any video that I do here on TXT Track Time, it's always important to hit that like, because that's how YouTube promotes the video, right? So if you all are not hitting the like, it means that more eyes won't get to see the content. So please always remember to hit that like button, right? Yeah, and it's free, so do that for us, right? So yeah, as usual, sound off in the comment section and let me know who is here with me. I see Patsy. Hey Patsy. I see Romaine. Hi. No, Romaine, today is not the Diamond League, it's tomorrow, I think morning. Hey Leroy, what's good? And hey John, what's up? All right. So I'm gonna wait a little bit for a few people to come in. Hey Mark. So I'm gonna give you Hey Dondino, I'm gonna give you the results of another meet that a few Jamaicans went to. Hey Judy, and then once I see a bit more people in, then we can jump straight into the eagerly anticipated Diamond League. As I said, it's a chill day. I just want to relax and talk to you guys about track and field, and hear your point of views and see if we agree on a few things or if we disagree. Because again, I always say I like hearing different point of views because it puts things in perspective a bit more. It's I mean, not a good thing if you only like to hear yourself. And I like kickback too. I like kickback because it gets me to think. I'm trying to find that page with the results and I don't even know where it is. Okay, here it is. Good. So we had a few Jamaicans that took part in which meet is this now? I'm not even going to try to pronounce this. Oh, it is the Trofeo Atavio Mission. I'm sure that's not what it was called. No, see it here. Meeting International the Athleta, Athletica, Ligera. Okay, child, listen, this is clearly not English, so I'm not even gonna try to kill myself. So we had a few Jamaicans, as I said, take part in the event. Um, in the men's 100 meters, we had two Jamaicans take part. There were two heat races, and I guess it was done by time that would select the winner overall. So in heat two, Rowan Watson won that race in 10.11 seconds. I don't know why they have this as his PB. I guess they forgot that he ran a 9.91 at our trials. But anyway, so he won. And then the second Jamaican was sixth overall, fifth in the second heat as well. That's Michael Campbell. He ran 10.32 seconds in that race. Okay. So you could say that Rohan Watson is showing some consistency around that, in and around that sub 10. So that's good. So far from him, because again, as this is why I haven't done a video on Rohan Watson yet. I'm trying to learn a bit more and I don't really want to rush it, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to learn a bit more about him before I, quote unquote talk about him. Because I feel like I talk from the top of my head most times. So that's because I watched the athletes for a while and then I get an understanding of them. But Ron Watson is just out there. I think I remember him from Champs though. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to watch him some more before I can gather any type of, feeling as it relates to him. Um, Rasheen McDonald, he went in the 400 meters. This is a good race because Let's See Tobago won in 44.75 seconds. And I was actually very surprised because I'm like, this dude is doing so well in the, the short sprints, the shorter of the sprints, the 100 and the 200. Plus, he's also very solid over 400. But Chucky's, you know what interested me the most over about his run? The relay. I think I remember saying something earlier when I was talking about our 4x4 relay prospects and gold. I was looking at what Botswana the team had, and I was there thinking to myself, and I'm like, well, they don't look that strong, this year. However, with Let's See running this 44 70, what is it, 5, um it bodes well as it relates to their relay, because, and my assumption is that reason him running a relay, running a 400-meter right now, clearly he's trying to, get in on that Botswana 4x4 relay, and this is a good look for Botswana. So Jamaica has to keep an eye out for that Botswana 4x4 relay team, that's for sure. But yeah, he got my eye, to perk up when I saw that time. And of course, Rashid McDonald. Ah, boy. And what did I say? He always has one good run in him. Well, let's see. He ran 44.83. It's gonna be interesting since he didn't take up the finals at the trials. It's gonna be interesting to see what these selectors do. But yeah, he's ran 44.83. So let's see. I mean, as you know what, if he didn't run in the finals. I can't be mean to the other people or unfair to the other people. The most I'm looking at him for is a relay. And as a matter of fact, I don't even like Rasheen on a relay because a lot of people don't remember, but I'll never ever ever forget. Same year, Rasheen McDonald ran the national record, right? Is the same year that um I think they put us in lane 8. There are probably 9 lanes on that Beijing track, and they put us in lane 8. And I don't know, maybe on the first turn, because I think he was running the first leg. On that first turn, track is Rashid ended up in lane 9. I will never forget. I remember screaming at my TV, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" It was crazy. So yeah, he's traumatized me since then. I'm not gonna lie, he's traumatized me as it relates to relays since then. So I don't know what they're gonna do with Rashid and this new phone, sub 45. But let's see. Let me jump into some other results. The women's 100 meters. So again, there were two heats, or 2 rounds. We had 6 Jamaicans taking part. Again, and majority of these athletes are MVP athletes because they're already in Italy for their camp. Which has, slightly annoyed me, Chuck, is because y'all know I've been screaming about this whole relay thing. You know what? I'm gonna have, a chill evening. Let's forget the relays. I'm not even gonna talk about the relays because they're already gone into Italy. So that's a moot point, right? So let's talk about these results. Yeah. So in Heat 1, we had Crystal Slowly running, ooh, 11.41 seconds. We had Tia Clayton, 11.42 seconds, and Serena Cole, 11.43 seconds. And of course, in Heat 2, we had Janelle Smith running 11.19 seconds. She's been very consistent this season. Natasha Morrison, 11.25, and Tina Clayton did not start. Okay, so overall, Jamaica was first through fourth, then sixth, and yeah, and then sixth. So I suppose the only eyebrow raising thing in this whole results is the fact that Natasha Morrison is back to running, 11 twos, which, kind of, again, it solidifies the fact that I said that, she's very inconsistent in the sense that I can't really, measure her. But, she was able to come at the trials and run a sub 10. So, not sub 10, a sub 11. So, hopefully, even though we see her running 11 twos now, they'll be able to, get her back to the sub 11 that we're looking for when World Championships comes. But yeah, she always throws me for a loop because I can never gauge her, never gauge her. So that was that result. And let me see. What else was there? But did we have anybody in the 800? I don't think so. No. Let me check that 100-meter hurdles. Da, da, da. Okay, and we had Amoy Brown in the 100-meter hurdles. She ran 12.92 seconds to place third in that. Yeah, let me see if there are any men from a Jamaican perspective that I missed out. Just checking the rest of the results trackers to see if there's anything else. Okay. Oh yeah, and Cherokee Young. I just remember she also participated running 51.13 seconds. When I think about Cherokee this season and Cherokee last season, I think that she's just going through a transitionary period where, they're just trying to figure out, the best way forward. She just turned pro as well, just like many of the other athletes that were doing well the year before, then to turn pro, and it's not looking so hot this season. But again, I'm not really down, because I think when you're trying to figure things out this season, next year is the Olympic season, so I'm expecting to see them come back bigger and better next season. You know what I mean? So they're below their typical performances this year, but again, it's just part of the process, and we just have to give them time. So yeah, that's what I think as it relates to Cherokee Young. So giving her the time, I'm hoping that by next year they have things figured out a bit more. Training is working out, supposed to work for her, and yeah, she's able to run a bit more consistent and stay in that 49 range, because honestly, if you're going to be challenging on the world stage, then that's the times that you need to be running. If you're not running those times, then yeah, individually that is. But she's definitely one of those quote unquote relay bullies. I love her on a relay, that's for sure. All right, so let's see here. Hey Keisha, what's good? T, I noticed that Shelly is in Europe. Do you happen to know why was she in and have? Oh, she's in Europe. I had no idea. Thanks for letting me know that. You're highlighting that for me. Why is this loud radio thing outside right now? Public announcing system. But anyway, I can't focus because it's making this a whole bunch of noise at my head. Keisha, I'm not sure why she's in Europe, but if she needs to, whatever she's doing, I hope it's nothing, too serious, because I'm thinking that when she had her injury, she went to Europe as well. So I'm hoping it's nothing too serious. Um, one pop can only run in the in the finals. He was very inexperienced. Oh, and remember the race? Jesus, I was screaming at my TV. I said, "What you do over there?" Shashali as well. Hopefully they can maintain or improve. No, Shashali has been a bit more consistent than Natasha, because Natasha didn't even make my finals because of how inconsistent she was this season. She didn't even make my finals for the trials. It's when trials come now, our first round leak, me say, oh, okay. I said, all right, Natasha, you've come out with something. You know what I mean? But she didn't even make it, based on how she was running. So, but we have something good to go off. We've seen this already from her this season, where her times haven't looked impressive, but when championship rolled around, she was ready. So again, I'm hoping that that's the case. When championship rolls around, she's ready. You know what I mean? Okay, so I see 90 of you guys in here, 94 now. Please remember to hit that like button. Please hit that like button. What's my opinion on Sha'Carri? I think she gets smoked from here on out. All right, before I touch on Sha'Carri, because that's touching into the Diamond League. I want to focus on a few other Diamond League events and then get to the main event, right? Hey Namdi, what's good? All right, let's jump into the Diamond League, right? I see 100 people in here, so it's perfect time to start. All right, so the Silesia Diamond League comes up again tomorrow morning, and we have a few Jamaicans on show at the event. So I'm going to, talk about them a bit. Wait, this gone already? Oh, you're frightening me. Okay, so in the high jump we have Lamara Distin. I'm glad that she's put herself out there. Getting all of these international experiences always a good thing. The Europeans pretty much dominate things when it comes to the high jump, especially the Ukrainians. Before it was the Russian, But you know what's going on with Russia right now, so they can't compete. So right now it's Ukraine that has pretty much taken over the high jump. I believe that there's a few, well, one good, I would say, Australian. Um, yeah, that always figures into the bigger scheme of things. But looking at the jumps so far this season, based on season best, and I know Lamara has been dealing with some personal issues, so that's why her head has possibly not been in the game 100%. But still, looking at the jumps, the heights that have been cleared so far, you have Yaroslava Mahuchik that has jumped 201. And you have Nicola, I'm not even gonna say her last name. She's from Australia. 202. Then you have Irania Garashenko. She has jumped 2 meters flat. So those are the girls that are, currently in the 2 meters club. Then we have Morgan Lake 197. Then we have Angelina Topic 197. And then we have, Lamara Distin 195. So she's pretty down, in the rankings. Just three people fall behind her in terms of heights that have been cleared so far this season. And then also when you look at personal best as well, hers sits on the bottom tier. But I'm hoping that she'll take this moment to try to get back into things and see if she can get back up to that 197 and possibly even higher heights, because again, during the indoors she was doing well. She jumped, I think, 197 indoors, and everything was boding well as it relates to outdoors for her, but it hasn't really materialized yet. She has time, and I'm glad that she's put herself in this Diamond League meet. Let's see what she can do here against some of the best girls in the world in the high jump. Next event. That's a para event. Okay, so we have the men's 110-meter hurdles. Apparently, there are two rounds. Did I put everybody in the one thing? Let me see. No, apparently not. So I'm gonna have to go through them heat by heat. Lord of mercy. So why didn't I just put everybody on one sheet like they usually do? Anyway, whatever. So in heat one, we have Damian Thomas that lines up in this race, right? But along with him is Robert Dunning, Eric Edwards, and Trey Cunningham. If I'm not mistaken, the only person that probably made this team was Trey Cunningham. Let me go check the American team again, because it was very, very sticky. And some of the top guys this season, well, then again, they have a bunch of top guys, so let me not say that. But quite a few of the guys that we've been seeing on the circuit did not. Okay, none of them didn't make it. See, none of them not make it. So who made it was Daniel Roberts, Cardell Tinge, and Freddie Crittenden. So none of those persons that I just mentioned, even though they've been running so well this season, did not make it to the World Championships. But I'm still expecting a good run from all three Americans right here. I'm just hoping that Damon Thomas can get his times down this season. In this race, sorry. Let me see what the other. I don't know if he's gonna make it through to the finals. That's being honest. It's gonna be a very, very hard fight for him to make it into the finals. Then we have Tyler Mason that comes up in heat two now. Boy, he really missed out in that 110-meter hurdles. But I did peep Orlando Bennett. I when I saw him in the semi behind Rashid Brabel, I said to myself, he looks like he's definitely going in for a spot, and he clinched it. So whoever puts on the best run on the day is the person that gets the spot. You know what I mean? So Tyler Mason just gonna have to try his luck again next season. In this race, though, he goes up against Daniel Roberts, winner of the American trials, and of course Freddie Crittenden, also somebody that qualified, and another athlete called Michael Dickinson from America. Let me see. Oh, then we have Martino Pascal Pascal Martino Lagarde is also in this race. Based on season's best, though, Tyler Mason should be able to acquit himself well. I do see him making it through to the finals from this heat. They say qualify three. Okay, so there are 9 lanes. So they qualify three, and then they take the next three fastest times. So it's gonna be very sticky for Damian Thomas. I'm not gonna lie, but I do believe that Tyler Mason can get into top three in this race, and if not, I'm sure he'll be able to pull off a fastest finisher time to get into the semifinal. All right, so I took a look at two events so far with Jamaicans. Let's hear what y'all are saying. When is Shelly running? I don't know. I have her running in some low key meets. I don't have her really taking on anybody really. Um, yeah, she's in Europe, and I don't think she's leaving till after the World Championship because she said she packed a lot of wigs. Okay. Remember, you know, Shelly used to be a part of MVP, and they have a camp in Italy. And if I'm not mistaken, well, not that I'm not mistaken. Remember, Ronaldo Walker was also formerly of MVP. Maybe he has a camp over there as well. There are a few athletes from elite that have made it to the World Championships. So you kind of get, you know, where things are going as it relates to that, right? But yeah. So they possibly have a camp someplace in Europe, and they're gonna be staying there. All of the elite people that have, well, not only made it, but I guess just like MVP, they'll just carry everybody behind them and just fling them in a some race here and there. You know what I mean? Um, Shelly will run a couple of 100-meter before Worlds and staying in Europe. Remember, MVP base usually in Italy, and they always stay there in summer, which works for them. So Shelly doing that too, right? So that's what I'm saying. Literally, Elite is using the same blueprint MVP has been using for years. So yeah, I'm not surprised. Um, Oh, okay. I didn't know that they're international. I like that. Yeah, MVPs has always stayed in Europe. Even when it was so funny for me because I think last year I was there thinking to myself, are they also gonna go to Europe? Because you know the World Championships was in Oregon. Yes, they still went. They still went. Yeah, because I saw a pic with Ronaldo Walcott and some elite athletes at the airport. See, they have a camp there. So they're using the same blueprint. They need to figure out how they can meet up and see if they can do some relay practice. I said I wasn't gonna talk about the relays, but it has been picking me, man. Oh my lord. Anyway, let's jump back to the Diamond League. Chuckies, I don't hear you talking about the odds that our Jamaicans have against one Lamar Dixon in the high jump, and two, I don't hear you talking about what Damon Thomas and Tyler Mason can possibly do in that 110-meter hurdles tomorrow. Come on, sound off. Give the guys and the girls some love that are not part of, you know, our pet events. You know what I mean? Um so yeah, let me jump on now to some other events. Da-da-da. No Jamaican there. And yes, I'm only covering the events that Jamaicans are in. You know, if you want to be mad, it's just gonna be a thing. Yeah. I can't help it. Okay, so no Jamaican there. No Jamaican there either. Triple jump, let's see. Okay, so we have Shanika Ricketts coming up in the triple jump. She faces off against Yulimar Rojas. Her Hernandez Perez. Beth Ramnachuk. Or is it Perez Hernandez? Why did I have some of the names front way and some of them back way? Because Beth Ramnachuk. Oh no, her first name is Marina. Oh yes, that's her last name. Sorry about that. Yeah, okay. And let me see who else. Thea Laford is there. Kenja, Kentura, sorry, RG, and Tori Franklin. Um, who she has to look out for is clearly Yulimar Rojas and um Perez Hernandez. She's been in tip-top shape this season. As a matter of fact, she's jumped all the way out to Shanika's personal best already, which is 1498, and Shanika is still down at in the mid 14s at 1453. I see the speed, you know, for Sherry for Shanika, but I still think the phases look a bit rushed. I was watching her at the trials; they look not controlled. So she definitely has to get that under control for her to figure again, in top three when World Championships comes around. But for now, her biggest competition again is those three. Yulimar Rojas, Perez Hernandez, Beth Ramnachik. So this is how I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Yulimar wins. Perez Hernandez second, Beth Ramnachik third, and I'm gonna give Shanika Ricketts fourth. Again, I wouldn't mind Shanika placing higher. I wouldn't mind, turning my screen on and tomorrow and seeing like all her faces looking, exactly how they used to be back in the day, and her jumping close to 15 or over 15. I wouldn't mind that. But for now, because I haven't seen it yet, then I'm just gonna place her in fourth and hope for the best. Yeah. Let me see what anybody else is saying. I like Tyler for a new PB. I hope so. I hope so. I hope he can get a new PB. Shelly to run in Hungary. All right, Steve. Thanks for that info. I'm on the lookout. Um, thanks. Want to give you. Look here. Look up in here. Come from Panita Street. Children know some reading them. Look here. Please don't give me nothing stupid to read. I expect Lamara and Tyler to PB. I'm not sure about their placing though. It's gonna be hard for Lamara based on circumstances to right off the bat PB based on what she did at the trials and coming into the trials as well. I wouldn't mind it, right? But we have to be a bit more realistic and probably give her a bit more time to get back into the game. Tyler, yeah, he was slated to go sub 13:10. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if the pressure of the moment got to him in that race. But that's just how it is. When you get into that finals, all of the pressure hits at that moment. So I don't think he had the best execution in his race. So hopefully he'll be able to get a better execution this time around, and hopefully run to a faster PB. And then again, next year is a solid year for us. We just have three spots next year as well. It's gonna be tough, but I'm looking out for him next year. As it relates to making the Olympic team. What else? I hope we can get one or more male to qualify the qualifying mark for the 200. We already have one, so the issue now becomes whether or not Johan and Rashid Dwyer can get the qualifying standard, or anybody else at this point can get the qualifying standard. Um, I'm giving the other athletes some love, which are not by our pet events. Hello, how are you guys? Okay. What time does the meeting start? Actually, I didn't even check what time it starts. To be honest, I'm checking it tomorrow morning. Right now, it's 14 hours and 32 minutes that they're saying it to start. So you can calculate the 14 hours from here. But usually, I think they run some of their own events before they do the Diamond League. So even though it says 14 hours, I don't know if it will start exactly 14 hours. But anyway, you can use that as a base. It's possibly sometime in the morning. Um, T, have you heard anything as it relates to Kerrika Hill? Remember, Kerrika got injured, don't you, the Racers Grand Prix. Remember, she picked up an injury at the Racers Grand Prix, and my what I'm thinking is the same thing like Brittany. They're still young. They still have so much to do in the sport. Rather than try to force things and let her run on an injured foot, we don't know what the entire injury is about, but it's clear that she's not 100%. Let's give her some time to fully recover before we have her run again. That to me is the best thing, because again, she is very young. There's no need right now to be rushing anything. So yeah, that's my opinion, and I'm glad they're having her sit out and to get to heal properly. Um, who is this? Oh, what kind of message this? Wait there. Tyler has all the tools, technique, speed, height. He just needs confidence. Actually, my name doesn't start with T, but there's a T in my name. Oh, Top Bryce, please don't say these things. Don't say these things at all. Unless someone goes off you. Maybe Let me go over on Twitter before I lose my mind because I don't know what kind of mad message that is. But I don't want to dismiss it as though it's not real. So let me check. Ugh. And I'll be upset with you if you're writing crazy things and sending me when nothing no go so. And I'm sure if something went like that, I would have heard already. I don't know why I'm even checking anything. I'm trying to have a good day, people. So please, please don't text me anything crazy. Don't text me anything crazy. Yeah. Just use it for Thompson. Just use it for Thompson. Okay, so I'm moving on now to the next event that Jamaicans are in. Let's see. Did I open this already? Oh, yes, I did. All right. So I was at triple jump. Okay, that's the men. Okay, 400-meter women. All right. So in the women's 400 meters, we have Cherokee Young and we have Candice McLeod. Candice McLeod, came to the championships and ran a good race and qualified. She was able to get her best race so far since season, honestly, because she hasn't been looking good at all. 50.80 seconds. But again, the times are not doing it for me. They face off against Sada Williams. Tell you about MVP and timing. MVP has really timed the peak for these athletes because Sada was also not looking good, and here we have Sada coming out looking really well. I think she beat Cherokee Young in that meet that I was talking about earlier in Italy. We have Marilady Paulino that's in this race. She's already a sub 49 athlete so far this season. We have Natalia Kazmarek from Poland, and the Polish athletes have been looking really well season. We have Lieke Klave from Netherlands, another athlete that has been doing well this season. Lena Irby Jackson. Okay. Honestly, our Jamaicans are going to be struggling. If they can't pull off any faster times than they've done so far, then they're going to struggle in this race. I have Paulino taking it. Um, the question now is between these European athletes and maybe the American and Sada. But Sada's time is well back a bit too. But she reminds me of a fighter. So she tends to, always perform well even if the times are not so strong. So I'm not even sure. But yeah, the Jamaicans are possibly going to struggle in this race. I don't even want to put a placing on them. So yeah, it is what it is. More times I've just not been really strong this year, or I'm not just, and I'm also not seeing the consistency as well. Not seeing any consistency. So I don't even know how to rate them going into that race at all. Don't get me wrong. If they surprise me, I'll take it 100%. I'll definitely take it. But I'm not gonna have too wild of expectations on them right now. Okay, so moving on to a hot topic now. We have the men's 100 meters. We have Johan Blake lining up in this one, Akeem Blake and Kishane Thompson. To face them, we have Akani Simbine, Marvin Williams, Fred Kerley, Charleston, um, and however you pronounce this person's first name, Austin, also an American. If I'm not mistaken, Cravant also made the American team with Noah Lyles and I think Christian Coleman, right? So these are some of the top guys this season for America, as well as a few top guys here for Jamaica and Johan Blake. I was looking to see him get a faster time at the trials. It never materialized, based on that false start. Let's see what he can do in this race. But since they've taken out Noah Lyles is no longer in the race. I think Noah Lyles was in it before. He's no longer in it. And I think I'd seen Christian Coleman, if I'm not wrong, and he's also not in it. So how do I rank this race now? Still gonna go with my Jamaicans. I'm still gonna since they're preparing Kishi in terms of a one-hour fast runs. Why wouldn't I be expecting another one-hour fast run? You know what I mean? So I'm expecting Kishi and Thompson to take this. I'm hoping that I can see Akeem Blake come back to a semblance of what I saw early. I don't know what happened to Akeem Blake in that finals. I'm still trying to figure out the finals between Akeem Blake and Oblique Seville, I'm still trying to figure out what happened. I still haven't figured it out yet. So yeah. And that has nothing to do with the persons that won. I was expecting faster times from them. You know what I mean? So again, I still need to figure that out. But hopefully I can see better execution from Akeem Blake. But I'm iffy about putting him in second. So I may go Kishane Thompson, Fred Kerley, and then Akeem Blake. And everybody else can fall after that. Chucky, how do I sound? How does that 100-meter prediction sound based on all the facts that are available to us? Okay, let's see. Chucky, I'm not seeing any comments. What's happening with you all? You're not talking to me today. That person is stone cold for saying that about Shericka. I don't know. I don't know what is happening. I don't know why you'd even think to type something like that. That's the most ridiculous thing. The meet starts at 9 a.m. tomorrow Jamaican time. Okay, thank you, Winston. Um, no, this is not the topic right now, but let's go Sha'Carri. LOL. We soon get to your Sha'Carri. We soon get to your Sha'Carri. I have no respect for Fred. No, Fred just hasn't given me what Fred has given me last season, right? So I can't rate him based on last season. Everybody knows seasons are different, right? So Fred of last season is not the Fred I'm seeing this season. What do you want me to say? Do you want me to pretend that that's what I'm seeing? That's not what I'm seeing, right? He doesn't look so strong over the 100 meters. Yes, he has been winning, but the times have not been quote unquote, as impressive as what Fred is used to doing. Don't get me wrong. I listened to his Diamond League interview and he said he's looking to drop something around his personal best. Yeah, I'd rather see that first before I jump onto that bandwagon. When I see it, then I say, okay, the Fred is back and I'm back onto his bandwagon. But until then, I'm just gonna be reserved as it relates to that. He's not been looking his best this season. That's a fact, right? So yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with last season. Last season is last season, this season is this season. You know what I mean? Um the men's 100 is a toss up. Yeah, you can say that. Based on the times that have been produced so far, yeah, you can say that. But of course, I'm Jamaican, so I'm leaning towards the Jamaicans. That's just one Jamaican anyway. I don't know why Steve Patrick is up in arms over second place for Fred Kerley. Really? I put him in second. That's much better than I put him when I did the original preview video. He was further down. It will be Akeem, Kishane, and then Kerley. Okay, I don't have no problem as long as it's Jamaica. I'm good. I'm good. Um, I don't know what's going on with Oblique. Is it nerves? It's lack of experience. I've been saying this for God knows how long. You all attacked me. Yes, Jamaica. You all attacked me when I said okay, Oblique needs some international experience. And see, we're coming to live and see where the experience is required. However, he still made the team. That's a good thing. There's still a lot to work on, but at least he's made the team so that now he can go back and work on whatever needs to be worked on. But that international experience thing is a big deal, and I peeped that from a long time. I don't know what they're waiting on to give to send Oblique go running a some international race. See everybody and their granny are go running an international race. Where Oblique there? See Akeem and not even make team go run. Dear God. You know what? Don't please don't talk to me about Oblique tonight. I am trying to be cool. I'm not trying to have a mental breakdown. Fred doesn't look sharp. I don't like how he runs anyways. Yeah, he's not the best technically over the event, but he doesn't look as sharp as he did last year. And that's a fact. So hey T, hey Jeff, what's up? Any chicken food soup? Look here, not a soup in a heater. You must be mad. I can't wait to visit you. Sending you love from Buenos Aires, Mama. Thank you. Um, Fred is the type of person that do just enough to win. It's hard to judge him. All right, you know what? I would typically agree with you because I gauged that and I got that feeling from him as well last season when he was running. He would literally do just enough to win. But that 200 meters told me a lot. That's not how Fred is over 200 meters. Fred is typically much stronger. And I don't buy this whole lane thing that people are talking about that, oh, he was all the way out in lane 8. So, that's what I'm not really buying the lane 8 argument, honestly. He just doesn't look as sharp as he did last year. So again, if his 200 meter is not as strong, I'm assuming that his 100 is not on point either. So yeah. But I can say I'm gonna run 97. So let's all see. I see 121 of you guys in here. Please remember to hit that like. Don't forget to hit the like. I already explained the reason why you need to hit that like button. And of course, the super chat is down there. So if you want to donate, feel free. Don't let me have to ask you, trackies. If you want to donate, just donate. Fred has not been beaten in the 100 meters. What the are you talking about? Okay, no problem. Zachary. But again, I don't think he's been running in with some of these guys. As a matter of fact, has he faced any of these guys that he's running against now in the race tomorrow? I don't think so. I haven't seen him against Akeem this year. Having obviously Kishane Thompson is a new face. Who else is in the race? Are those the only people that really figure? Well, yeah, those are the only people that really and probably Carvan's Charleston, right? Those are the only people that really figure in the race. Has he raced against any of these people so far this year? So while you're saying he hasn't lost a race, who has he run against? That's the question I want to ask. Sherry, we haven't gotten there yet. Fred wasn't running fast until the US trials in the 100 meters, which Fred didn't run this year. Yes, I do agree with you. However, again, the 200 meters is still a good sign or a good way to judge what an athlete is coming with, and it wasn't his best. So what do you want me to say? Do you want me to act like he's running the best he's ever run? No, I haven't seen that this season. The men's times are very slow. The men's times are low. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with our men this season. I was expecting, a lot of guys to really come on, build off last year and really drop some really fast times, but I haven't been seeing it so far, so I'm not sure, what's going on. Of course I am. Yes, Zachary, just like you are, for your American, because again, you're harping on this whole Fred Kerley thing while there's no bias, in my judgment of Fred Kerley based on what I've been seeing so far. Yes, I'm biased towards Jamaicans. I will proudly admit that, but so are you. Oblique needs psychology. Uh, God of mercy, because that is where his weakness is. Why? I don't know if it tell you say. Mills is working on which part of Oblique? Yes, he's Jamaica's best chance of medaling. I thought so from last season, right? He placed fourth. Yeah, but we haven't seen any change in terms of how he executes his race really from a mental perspective. As a matter of fact, at trials he was grinning off his teeth. Me swear to me, I was about to see some world record. Because I swear I was about to see a world record. To how he was laughing and grinning, and none of that materialized. And so you expect me to be? I'm not confident. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not confident. I was very confident earlier, but the placings have knocked me down a few notches. Like it has knocked me out. I guess I was on cloud nine, and it has just knocked me down. So I don't know what to think when it comes to our men this season. I don't know what to think anymore, which is why I still haven't done a video on them yet, because I'm still trying to figure out what am I thinking really. Oh my God. This is crazy. Every time I hear Oblique in an interview, he keeps talking about the mental aspect of sprinting. He needs a sports psychologist. They should have that over MVP. So I don't even know. In the conference, Fred said he will be running 9-7. That's him say. So me no know. Me no know. I guess like Zachary said, he's gonna be coming with something fire tomorrow. I guess, and match the field and beat them. That's very possible. But again, I can't really say that going off what I've seen so far this season. Um, I think Kishane Thompson will win. Yeah, he looks like he has a good shot at winning. So let's see. And again, they're preparing him for a 1 hour fast run. So you best believe he'll be giving everything he has. Every time he hits the track, he's gonna be giving everything he has, because that's what they're doing. 1 hour fast runs. Um Zarnell is more likely gonna win at Worlds. Right now, Zarnell is looking at the best sprinter right now. And again, remember we were hearing that Oblique was beating the same Zarnell that was running 983. we were hearing that during training, same train, and I'm talking about after the running. I'm talking about after the 983. We were hearing that Oblique was over there spanking him in training. So please tell me, Chucky, what am I supposed to think at this point when it comes to Oblique? I don't know. I'm lost. I'm floating in the wind like a feather. Okay. Where is I'm sure what's her name is here. Mods, anybody, any mod that is here, please read the chats. This is getting out of control. Fred did not say he would run faster than Nancy. He said he'd be in that range. All right. Fred is overrated. He's a world champion and silver medalist over the in the 100 Olympics. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't necessarily say when you're winning medals, you're consistently you're overrated. Tomorrow, okay, overrated in the sense that when it start talking about he's gonna start breaking the 100-meter world record and blah blah blah, then yes, that's a little bit out there. The tomorrow 100-meter men winning time around 991. Okay, let me block this because I don't know who this person is. Um, what was that? Something fell outside and broke? What? Why is there glass outside? Fred going in races to run with people who isn't much competition, and I wonder if he shaved. Keisha. Seville never performs at his best in a final. I think it's mental. But then experience, is what's going to, resolve that issue. If he doesn't face off against the best guys in the world, then this is going to keep happening. So I don't even know. I don't even know. Maybe I'll do a video on him one of these days. When I'm when I've calmed down. Oh Lord. You have to sell yourself, Keisha. You have to sell yourself. And Americans are good at that. Unpopular opinion. Zarnell wins the 100-meter in. No, he's a very solid bet at winning right now. He looks better than everybody else. He looks better than everybody else. He's kind of disrespectful. Oh, I don't know about that. Keisha, look out for the people that are typing crazy things in the chat, please. Shem, Watson is better than Seville. Watson has shocked me this season. I'm loving it. The new style at work tea. What's the new style? There are 9 Jamaican men who have gone sub 10. Seven this year. We're on our way back. If I'm not mistaken, it's still 7. I can always go and double check, but yeah, I'm sure it's 7. Because I did a video on it recently. So yeah. Where is this thing? Men, 100-meter. Yeah, it's 7. There are only 7 men, Jamaican men that have gone sub 10 this season. Yeah, but we're definitely on our way, Brock. I'm happy. I'm excited. He was laughing his head. Look here, all in the semifinals after the first start, Oblique still a laugh. Me I say Oblique I come with something in the finals, man. Oblique lack of confidence is Zarnell's false start. He worked it out years later. Oblique will take this same amount of time. Oh boy, then I guess you're telling us that we're gonna be in the wilderness. I guess we're gonna be in the wilderness, I suppose. Oblique is too small and needs to bulk up. I don't necessarily think so. I don't think so. There are a lot of slim sprinters, and I honestly think that sprinting is moving away from those bigger, bulky, muscular guys, and you're seeing the either the taller, more slender guys running better than the quote unquote traditional bulky look like Asafa looked or how the Johan Blake of now looks or even back in the day with Maurice Green and those guys. Yeah, so it's a bit different. Um, Let's see. Off topic. Will Elaine run? Oh, thanks for the super chat, Matt. Off topic, but will Elaine run for the rest of the season? That's my biggest question as well. I really want her to, take part in that relay. She earned her spot. Let her run, do her thing. It's still a gold medal or whichever medal. I'm speaking the gold into being. So it's still a gold medal at the end of the day. That goes to, that's gonna look good for her. So I don't see why she wouldn't want to run. But you know how Jamaicans stay. Jamaican just make the girl feel like, she need to go stay in a one hole and rotten or something. So I don't know. I don't know if she's gonna run, but I'm hoping she does. But we keep putting them in timeout. No, well I just blocked him. So if timeout isn't working, you see, when I see those type of egregious comments, you block those people straight away. Yeah, but like for the the ones where they're just being a bit foul mouth because maybe they're upset about something in the moment, then it's fine. A timeout is fine. But as it relates to some people that are just randomly spewing nonsense, especially sexual, no. Bye. Um, can Zarnell handle the rounds? I hope so. He's famous for false starts. Yeah, he's been doing that for a few years, especially when it comes to championships. Hopefully that's not the case for him this year because Great Britain have been hyping him up like crazy and they're looking for something real good um coming this season. So hopefully he gets it together and runs his best race because a medal looks like it's on the table for him, that's for sure. Um and when I do, but you somehow are still seeing them. Oh, well, I don't know. I don't even know, Keisha. Maybe YouTube is bugging. Even without Seville and Blake, Jamaica looks good. No, yeah, Jamaica definitely looks good. I love what I'm seeing. I definitely love what I'm seeing. Fred, what? Let me not read that part. By the time, all right, I'm not read none of this. When Seville start running the 200 meter, he gets some more strength endurance. Is it really about that though? Is it really about that? That's my biggest question. Fred has no competition, but not for lack of trying. Plus, he beat Omaniala twice, and people have Omaniala on the podium. Who has Omaniala on the podium? There's nobody in this side of the world that has Omaniala on the podium. There's nobody on this side of the world that has Omaniala on the podium. Short sprinter doesn't have endurance and good top end speed, but Oblique has executed really, really good races. So again, I'm not thinking that that is the issue because we wouldn't have been seeing, consistent progression over the years from him if that was the case, right? So again, I'm thinking it's much more than that. Am I saying that wouldn't help? Of course. I want that. As a matter of fact, I want him to go run over in 200 meters because right now our 200 meters is suffering. So I'm dying for them to, start to double up. But at the same time, I'm thinking that the issue is more than that. You know what I mean? You're very correct. We are in an era of lean, lighter athletes. Yeah, all right, let me jump on over now to the next event in order because I'm just going down the list trackies. So I'm going down in order. So whenever I get to an event that has Jamaicans in it, I'll take a pause and talk about that. Okay, so now we're at the women's 100-meter hurdles. We have Tia Jones, Alicia Johnson, Kendra Harrison. We have Toby Amerson. We have Nia Ali. We have Megan Tapper and we have Danielle Williams. I didn't name everybody because I've omitted the people that I don't think figure in the bigger scheme of things. There's this South African, I suppose, that's working good, running good. That is Marion Forey. But yeah, I don't really know much about her, so I don't even know where to gauge her in this field, other than just looking at her season's best, right? So Alicia Johnson, oh my lord, I don't know if she's salt or what, but yeah, didn't make the team. Harrison made the team. Nia made the team. Nia actually won. Tia Jones didn't make the team either. Who made the team? It was Nia, Kendra, and who else? I'm missing out. Who was the third person? Let me go look back. Um, women's. When was the women's race? Was it what? The Saturday? Oh yeah, it was a Saturday. Okay, let me go look. Nia. Okay. Okay, Masai, right. How could I forget Masai? All right, so those are the three people that made it. So based on that, I'm definitely rating Nia. I've always rated Nia highly though, so that hasn't changed. Toby's still getting back, so I may go. And of course, we have Megan Tupper and of course Daniel Williams, right? And Megan Tupper is on a really really serious high. I don't know what happened to Daniel at trials. She didn't give me the run I was expecting. So let's see. I'm gonna go Nia. Then I'm probably gonna go to. Oh, it's gonna be hard, honestly. I'm gonna go Nia, maybe Kendra, Toby, Alicia. Then I'm gonna throw in a Jamaican or two. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna throw in the two Jamaicans. So let's see. That's one, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, so I have Jamaica fifth and sixth in this race, which is not a good look, honestly. But yeah, this is a very strong hurdles team. And then there's Tia Jones, which I didn't even put in there. So yeah. It's a good it's a very strong heat or final. This is actually a world championship final. Boy, when these hurdles girls line up. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna change my order. It can go either way, honestly. So let's see. Um, let's keep going. Nothing wrong with Seville. It's just more competition. No one clearly better than the other. Oblique is a 9-8 runner. I don't know what you mean. Um, when is the game starting? It starts tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. The college kid. Oh yeah, Masai. Uh-huh. Oblique's main problem is mental, not physical. That's what I'm thinking too, but well. Shanika Ricketts. Yeah, I have Shanika Ricketts placing maybe fourth, I think that was my list. Fourth, so let's see. Um, you say short sprinters don't have good top end and endurance, but you forget Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce exists. All that too. I was even thinking about her. Masai, yes, thanks, Kino. Lamar Distin. She's gonna be in the high jump. I already spoke on that. It's gonna be a really tough event for her because again, all the top Ukrainians are there. The top Australian is there. So it's gonna be a really hard battle, but maybe this can push her to jump higher than she's ever jumped before. Let's see. Um, Warm to Queen. Who is Queen? Oh, Jasmine Camacho. She's not in this race. No, I think she probably pulled out. Yeah, she's not in it. So yeah, there's no Jasmine. Update your start list. Tia is not in the new start list. Really? And I just opened it and they changed it already? Let me refresh the page. Cause I literally just opened it. I mean, I opened it since the stream started, so that's crazy. Um, no, Tia is there. Tia is still there. I don't know what you guys are seeing. And I just refreshed the page, so yeah. Tia is still showing up on my end. Um, yeah, she's not in it. She pulled out. The hurdles are wide open and are wide, yeah, wide open and competitive. I agree. Shelly-Ann is in the start list. Allah, yeah, tell. All right, hold on. I soon get to that. From the false start issue with Danielle, she fell off the shape she was in and can't come back. So I don't know if that affected her mentality. Mentally. Maybe. Maybe a joke. What's a joke? So T, you don't think Sam Megan is running 12-4 in the race because I believe 12-4 would be good for a third. Yeah, but all of the other girls are roughly in 12-3 shape. That's the issue. Other than Toby, and the reason why I rated Toby higher than the Jamaicans is because I realized she's been getting faster and faster each race. So my assumption is that even though she sits at 12.47 right now, she's probably going to be much faster than what we saw in the last race, right? Other than that, everybody else is a 12.3 runner. What do you want me to do? Megan has to give me a sub 12.5 again before I start believing she has improved. No man, she's definitely has improved technically as well. She usually hits a lot more hurdles than than what I saw her do most recently at the trials. So it bodes well for her going forward. But again, every race is different. Let's see how she executes. But I'm hoping that she pulls off another fast run from those little tiny legs. Um, Do you consider Zarnell Jamaican despite him not running for? No, and he was never Jamaican in the first place. Which island did he come from again? I don't even remember. But yeah, he was never Jamaican. Shelly doesn't have a good top end. No, she has a good top end now, man. She gets out extremely fast and slow. Everybody's decelerating. So I get your point there, but if we're supposed to compare the Shelly of yesteryear to the Shelly that we're seeing now, it's a whole different Shelly. Do you think Sha'Carri will ever run 10-6? I think it's in her. Definitely think it's in her, and she's still very young. Um, Me say a joke. What is a joke? You still not tell me what is the joke. I asked what was the joke. Are you alone a laughing, Orion? Who won the race? Which race? ATM late. Give me a summary. Boy, we talked about so many events. It's hard to give you a summary. Raven, you're probably just gonna have to rewatch the live, honestly. Yeah, he's from BVI. Thanks, Rayon. Um, let's see. Oh no, he went to KC. Oh yeah, no, it's Anguilla, right? Not BVI, it's it's Anguilla, right? Yeah. So he went to KC, that's Kingston College in Jamaica. That's high school for maybe 2 or so years, if I'm not mistaken. And then obviously he's been training in Jamaica since then. But yeah, he's never been Jamaican. Zarniel is Angolan. Yes, thanks, Terence. I actually have Toby for the win. Possibly, because she's been clearly getting much faster and faster every time she runs. So I'm expecting her to be, that much closer to, 12 threes, maybe 12 twos, who knows. What I know with Megan, if she was 2 inches taller, no one could match her over the hurdles. Yeah, but we can't use height as a thing because that not gonna change. Right, he was born in Angola. Thanks, guys. That female totally different from male. They mess up the woman mindset with that world record. That's why they're not getting it. And Shelly doesn't reach that 10-4 yet. Um, yeah, that world record is just has been strangling the woman, honestly. And it's not only in the sprint, in the I think if it's the 100, the 200, the 400, and if I'm not mistaken, the 800 as well. Yeah. Shelly is on the start list for real. Miss won't get there. I want to wait to see it drop into my face. It have to go drop me like it have to go hit me in my face like a bomb. All the races Shelly lost. She got beat at the line. Her top end is not there. Which races are we talking about? How much races has Shelly lost in this new current Shelly? How many races has she lost? Race with Sha'Carri, with Shericka. I soon get there. I soon get to the females race. Yeah, that was back then. That's not the current Shelly. All of the female sprinters, of all the female sprinters, Elena's the more. Yeah, Elaine is a more natural 100-meter sprinter in the sense that her pickup is ridiculous. So you'd see like how Shericka was saying she had to be working on her turnover because she was previously a 400-meter athlete, which we talked about here as well multiple times, that she still runs like a 400-meter athlete. She's been working on that. And clearly her turnover has been getting better, which resulted in such a fast time that we saw at the trials. But at the same time, Elaine, clearly because she's been doing sprints, I guess forever, it comes more natural to her. Honestly, though, because she's so injury prone, it's gonna be tough to see, if she'll be able to really hit her ceiling one day. Um, that was back then, yeah. Elaine can hold her top end the longest. I agree. Anguilla is still a British territory. That is why he's running for the UK. Okay. Only race the new Shelley lost was against a fit Elaine. Right. So yeah, she hasn't been no, she lost against Shericka. She lost against Shericka when she pulled out of the Diamond League with against Elaine and Shericka. You remember that one? And then the one where she came back in the week after, she came second to Sherica in that one. But yeah, she hasn't lost many races. So I don't know what Shelly you guys are watching, but that's not the Shelly I'm seeing. So yeah. Let's move on. Let's move on. Where do I reach? That was the hurdles. Okay, let's see who's in the men's 400. Okay, no Jamaican. All right, let's go. Women's 800. I'm sure Natoya is in this because I saw her. Yeah, Natoya Gould is in it. Natoya Gould Topping. I need to start saying that her last name properly. Um, Very good run in Jamaica. Liked it. Oh my God, Nakia is in this race. Okay, how does this go for her? Let me see who else is in it. This is gonna be a good race for her, actually. Oh, Mary Moore is in it, and Mary Moore has been running well. She ran that really good race recently. This is gonna be a good race for Natoya. She can be in top three. She can be in top three. Hopefully second in this race. Hopefully second in this race. But let's see. It's gonna be a really good or first. Let me not omit first from out of her capabilities because she's very well capable of winning. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a very good race for Natoya. All right. So we are now at the big race. And whoever lied to me in the comment section telling me that Shelly's in the lineup, you little liar. Were y'all complaining recently about Elaine telling lies and y'all are sitting there on my chat lying through your teeth? All right, Jackie. So we are at the big one. You see, even KL is down here saying y'all lie for the stupidest reason. Shelly's not on the start list. I don't know why y'all are lying to me on the stream. You know, I can easily check, right? You don't need to lie to me. Natalia Gould in the 800. Yeah, she's coming up in the 800. I'm excited to see what she's able to do. She's been, progressing well, getting incrementally faster. That's good. Let's see what happens with her. But again, Nakaya is in the race, and once Nakaya is in the race, I start doing this. I start clenching my teeth and rolling up my fists. Ryan say a joke in dynamic. That's not funny. That's not funny. That is not funny at all. We're not find that funny at all. But anyway, let's jump on to the women's 100 meters. Let's talk about what we think is going to happen and some of the thought processes that are circling, around, based on what Shericka might do, what Sha'Carri might do, that kind of thing. So the list now stands at Twanisha Tueri, Zoe Hubbs, Antonique Strawn, Iwa Swoboda, Shericka Jackson, Sha'Carri Richardson, Daryl Nita, Lucan Kemper, and Cecily Forbes. All right, this is a great race for Cecily to get into. Again, I'm looking for a very consistent run from her. So what did I have first? I think I said Jackson, Sha'Carri, Talu, but obviously Talu is not in it. So it would be Jackson, Sha'Carri, Anthony. I'm actually putting Shashali up there very high now, but high where? Let me see. Let me go with Daryl Nita first. So let me go again. Jackson, Sha'Carri, um, Antonique. Then I'm gonna go with Daryl Nita. Then I'm gonna go with Sasha Lee, and then I'm gonna go with Twanisha Tueri. Then anybody else in the race. All right. So track is that's how the race is ending for me, and I'm also expecting a very good run from Shericka in this race. Now, a lot of people are saying that they don't believe that Shericka is going to come out and run a fast race. They believe that she's just going to, take it easy, do one little light jog and place wherever in the race. Honestly, I don't think so. You know why I'm saying that? Because why bother enter the race? This race in particular, right? I'm not talking about any other race in the past. This race in particular. This race is where you solidify, say your name or your name not change. You understand what I'm trying to say? This is the race that you go into, right? And say, I ran 10.65. It was not a fluke. I can come again and dust you out. If, say, for instance, you're not going to do that or the coach doesn't want you to do that, then save it for world championships. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if Shericka comes out of this race, and even if she jog, right, and Jamaicans know she jog and lose the race, that's not what the rest of the world is going to say. That is not what the rest of the world is going to say. The rest of the world are going to say, see there, Shericka run 10.65 and Sha'Carri still does her out. That's what the rest of the world is going to say. So, from a mental perspective, as an athlete going in, do you want that to be the last thing that's in your brain going into the world championships? Say you run 10.65 and you still come out going lose to Sha'Carri, even though you knew, like in the back of your mind, that you weren't executing your best race. You know what I mean? It's, to me, it would still play on your mind. So I do not believe that she would enter this race to lose. To me, this is her stamping her class. This is the race to stamp her class, to show who she's been losing to. She lost to Sha'Carri already. She lost to Talu. This was the race to come back and show that, look here, I'm ready now. Things happened in the past. I wasn't at my peak when I was running against Sha'Carri. All sort of things was going on with my luggage, and I was just all over the place when I ran against Talu. But I'm ready now. I'm ready. If you stamp my class, I'm ready to drop one bomb. Whichever bomb it is, a 10.65 bomb, well, not a 10.65, a 10.66 bomb, that's what I'm trying to say. So, no, I don't think this is the race for it. Do I think there's a possibility of Sha'Carri upsetting Shericka? I suppose when it comes to, races, you can never really tell what's going to happen at the end of the day. So, yes, it's a possibility that Sha'Carri wins. Do I want Sha'Carri to win? No. Am I standing behind my Jamaican 100% and having full faith? Yes. That she will come out and execute her best race? Absolutely. Do I think though that she will be able to pull Sha'Carri to a much faster time? I do think so. So let's say, for instance, quote unquote, then Shericka runs like 10.6 something, yeah? It means that there's a possibility of Sha'Carri also having her first legal, 10.6, because I do, expect a really good race between these two athletes. I saw Sha'Carri, turn up at the airport. She looks excited. I saw her in her warm up. She looks super, super excited and happy. So I know this girl is ready to run fast. I know she's ready to run fast, and I know we're gonna get an exciting, exciting, exciting race. The only question is right now, it's obviously Jamaica against America. I know y'all Americans are standing behind Sha'Carri, and that's fine. That's fine. You know what I mean? You have Sha'Carri to win, and we have Shericka to win. So we're gonna hold firm, with that. As it relates to the rest of the field, as I said, I think Antonique finishing after that. Then I gave maybe Daryl Nita, then Shasha Lee, and then there was somebody else that I gave a finish. Oh yeah, Twanisha Twerry. Those are my placings for this race, and then everybody else in the race. So yeah, trackies, come at me now and tell me, what do you all think about my predictions? um as much as I like the competition, I don't want Shericka to run again until World Championship starts. Which is why I'm saying either you don't enter the race, because this is not the race to lose. This is a this is not the moment. This is not the race to lose. I don't care what nobody wants to say. This is not the race to lose for Shericka. After running 10.65, it's not the race to lose. So either they just don't run, and that's fine. That's fine. Save it until World Championships. I'm completely fine with that. But if you're gonna line up in this race, then you better give me one run, because we want the bragging rights. Jamaica wants the bragging rights, because I don't want to wake up tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I don't want tomorrow morning to come and Sha'Carri win, and Shericka just didn't give her give her full, effort in the race. And all I hear is America gloating across Twitter and Facebook and everywhere. And that's not how I want my Sunday to go. I want to sit down, eat my Sunday dinner, and pop a big laugh and say, "Hi, we beat Sha'Carri." You know what I mean? That's what I want to do. So please, it's either Shericka, you're gonna run 100%, or you just don't run. I wish Lion say Shelly run. He said he was joking. Sha'Carri will win and Shericka will just be cruising. Look here. If I that Shericka go do me, I lock off my screen. I'm locking off my screen. Sha'Carri has blazing speed, but she lacks that maturity, consistency, focus, and overall class of Shericka. I don't know about the whole class part. Trackies, don't go so low, please. Don't hit below the belt. It's not necessary. One needs all of those qualities to beat her. Sha'Carri will get there, but not yet. Um, well, yes, she definitely has to mature a bit. She's been very consistent this season, so I don't think that's an issue for her this season. And she seems very focused as well this season over any other season. The only thing that I noticed about her, which is something I peeped, is that she has a deceptive running style in the sense that you always think she has more to give. It's pretty similar to Elaine, you know, when they're running and it looks like they have more to give, but they're giving their full effort. It's the same thing. I remember years ago, Elaine did an interview and she said the coach Stephen Francis at the time was saying that you have more to give me more, and she's like, but I'm giving my all, and he's like, if you did not give me all, your face would have makeup, and you know what I mean. So it's the same thing with Sha'Carri. They have a very deceptive running style. It looks as though they're not giving their all, but they are giving their all, what they have to give in that moment, right? So let's see what Sha'Carri does. I'm hoping for a very exciting race though, and I'm hoping that Jamaica wins because I don't want to come and hear y'all gloating. I'm gonna cringe. Let's see. Sha'Carri, Shericka, Nita. You have Nita taking out what's her name? Anthony? That's surprising. 100-meter women will see times around 10:7. Jocko next, Terry, then Shakir. No, sir, Terry now plays so high. I don't think so. Based on what we saw at the championships, no, sir. No, sir, no, sir, no, sir. That would be very shocking. Um, Anthony could steal the show. If Shakiri run all she can run, and Shericka run all she can run, she not stealing no show. She's coming third though. I agree with that. Jackson work off her coach's instructions. Yes, I agree with that. I agree with it 100%. But from a mental perspective, do Jamaicans believe that this is the race for Shericka to lose? Jamaica no one that they hard take there right now because we're going to be fending off the American vultures. We're going to have to be fighting tooth and nail to prove that Shericka is as good as she is. Oh my God. Too much. Didn't I drop myself? Hold on there. Let me push up this screen. Let me take this off and see. Okay, there. That's much better. Thank you, Mikhail. Um, no, it's hot. I'm sorry. It's very hot. So yes, I'm not about to kill myself. Um, Sha'Carri might PB in this race. Yeah, it's possible. Um, Shericka, Sha'Carri, Shashali, TT Terry. I don't have Shashali above um Anthony. Anthony has shown me a lot this season that makes me know that she's going to be getting much faster. And also remember, if you check what has been going with all of the MVP athletes, they've peaked right on time, right on schedule, and I expect no different from Anthony. Unless she's had a setback like injury or anything like that, but I'm expecting her to turn out really good in this race. The way Glenn Mills petting, sorry, Oblique. It seems like there's some injury concern. Can't think of any other explanation. Hmm, I don't even know. I don't even know. And that's honest. I hope Shelly runs before Worlds. She said she's gonna run before Worlds. My assumption is just like how she's in Europe now, and we see these little low key meets all about the place. I'm assuming that she's gonna put herself in one of them. Um, if all female sprinters at their very best, Elaine will surely come out on top in both the 100 and the 200. Um, I may agree with you in the 100 where it stands now with the 200 because Shericka has caught up and passed her. She's gonna have to get back to Shericka's level. You know what I mean? But I agree, she would be a very strong competition for Shericka if she's supposed to get back at her best in that 200 meters. Um, the race is a credential race and bragging rights. This is a mental test. Yeah, yeah. It's look here. I'm waiting to say aha in your face, America. Me not ready for a loss at all. I am not ready for a loss. Let me tell you something, you better pronounce me if Shericka lose. Sha'Carri lacks consistency. Maybe last season, but this season in the one, yes, for sure, she's been much more consistent this season. Yeah, very consistent. So yeah, I don't agree with the inconsistency comment. She's Shericka. She doesn't need to prove anything. Whatever her coach decides, that's what she will do. She may not need to prove anything to herself or the coach. However, when it comes to the onlookers, the fans, then yes, because the fans already set them expectation and they already are gonna say what they are gonna say tomorrow upon Twitter, right? So win or lose, she probably gonna lock off our Twitter and say, all right, if code said me fi just drag, I drag me, I go drag me, just gonna lock off my social media because it's gonna be a hellstorm on Twitter and Facebook tomorrow. I can guarantee you. True, T. Right now, it's all about setting the stage for Budapest. I would rather her not run. If it's a case where the coach is like, just turn up and do a little thing, look here, I just rather her not run. You know what I mean? Tomorrow Shericka's birthday, so she may want to give herself a great birthday gift. That as well. Tomorrow is her birthday, so we may see something, a bit special there. So let's see. Let us see. If she didn't start celebrating in Tokyo Olympics, she could have broken Flojo's world record. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Based on where she started celebrating, she would have run 10.5 something, that's for sure. But I don't think she would have been close to that world record. As a matter of fact, I don't think she would have been close to the 10.54 she ran in Eugene. Shashik, wanna stop doing that now? Always trying to try running very fast in one-off races, but Jaka will show her her back tomorrow. Then TT's second, and everybody else fight for third place. So which part Sha'Carri get there? Look here, Chuckies. I know we're Jamaicans, but come on, let's be realistic here. What time is the race? The meet starts at 9 a.m. If I was Shericka, just ease up 10 meter near the line. I don't even know. But just don't go. If you're not running your full race, Shericka, just don't go. My heart isn't prepared for this loss. You know what I mean? And I'm saying if we're gonna lose the way you guys are saying we're going to lose, I'm not prepared. Do you think Darnita can make the podium in the 1-2? Huh? In the 100 meters or the 200 meters? No, unfortunately. Um, Gabby Thomas is back on her game. Shericka is clearly there. Who else? Sha'Carri is running well over the 200, sub 22 so far this season. So there are quite a few girls that are in that 21 8/21 9 range that Darlita hasn't come close to so far this season. So no, I don't have her figuring in the 200 at all. She could possibly make the 100-meter finals, but how it's looking right now, is that even that is sticky. Even that is sticky. And yeah, so I don't even know. But as it relates to making the podium, I'm sorry, Matt. I know you're from Great Britain, but yeah, I don't see her making the medal podium in either sprint. The 4x1, no. Yeah, she can definitely challenge for a medal, but or her team, but I don't see it individually. Sorry. Feel like the days of Jetta versus Price. It was Shelly versus everybody. It was Shelly versus Keron. It was Shelly versus the same Jetta. Then you had what's her name? Shippers come on. It was always Shelly versus somebody. You know what I mean? Then it was Shelly versus Elaine. Chuckies. You know what? There's something Akira Nugent said in her interview that I appreciate. You see, when these athletes step to the line, they're stepping to the line to win. They don't care if who is there, whether they're Jamaican or not. They're trying to take you down. You understand what I'm trying to say? They're trying to get their money. You know what I mean? So don't look at it that, oh, they're Jamaican, No, 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 no. There's no kumbaya when they step to the line. It's me for myself and you for yourself and who can win and collect all of the honor and the glory. Shericka Jackson needs another diamond trophy in her cabinet. She may get a few this season, that's for sure. Not expecting anything special in the women's 100-meter tomorrow. The ladies are coming off their national championship trials, emotional letdown, regrouping for the upcoming worlds, and I'm hoping that I'm wrong. That's a possibility. However, if that's the case, then the race now, how things may figure becomes, something that you may not be able to quote unquote read. And then that makes it even more troublesome because, again, if the Jamaicans don't turn up or they're supposed to turn up because they're tired from their championships, we can't help what the public is going to say. You know what I mean? We're expecting a great performance from our Jamaicans. At least I am. At least I am. I'm about to faint. Look here, Chuckies. Please, if it doesn't go well tomorrow, you may not see me for about a few days. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, Chuckies, please like up the stream. I see 173 people in here. Please hit like. Um, but I believe Sha'Carri ran her fastest race already. I mean, that's a possibility, but I do think she can get into 10:6 actually. But let's see what happens tomorrow. Hold on there. The Shaka buried them fans low this year, full of chat. Then of course they have something to cheer for. It's the same thing we do as Jamaicans. TT Terry will come in because it's a one-off race. Maybe, maybe not. Last season Sha'Carri had an injury, but just because she don't trust the media, it was unknown. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I didn't know that. I'll keep that in mind. As long as she wins in Budapest, that's all. Budapest is the ultimate, is where everything obviously matters 100%. I agree. More than any Diamond League race. But I'm saying, as it relates to coming off your championships, running 10.65, either you don't run because this is not the race to lose because bragging rights is up for grabs. Sha'Carri fast races are on Eugene track. That's why. Yeah, but she ran 10.75 in Europe the other day. Or was it 7.8? Whichever one. 7.5 or 7.8 the other day. So, yeah, so you can't really say that. Um, but a win from her will be met with with a great comeback for World Championships from the Jamaican woman. Yeah, she's having a great comeback story, that's for sure. Sha'Carri's worst races are at Eugene also. If you're talking about rounds, then she doesn't know round management. That's for sure. She doesn't manage her rounds well. That's the obvious. For true, Twitter is a mess with these fans. No, I'm telling you, I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. After this 10.65, you know how Jamaicans are hyped? Jamaicans are literally hyped to the moon. Some of us Twitter fans already typed and draft their tweets in hope of Sha'Carri winning. Some of the US Twitter fans. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's not the race to lose. It's better she pull out. It's not the race to lose. Oh Lord. Oh my gosh. If Jackson don't win, my Monday at work will be very No, may I tell you, them are gonna torment you. As you're the only Jamaican in the office. You hear that? You're not gonna leave it down. None of we are gonna leave it down. I'm on YouTube talking about Jamaicans all day and hyping them up. I can just imagine how y'all are gonna get in the comment section and eat me alive. Oh Lord, it's beyond me. As long as she whips Sha'Carri in Budapest, that's all that matters to me. I don't pay too much attention to one-off races. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, this is not the race. If it was a race before trials, before this 10.65, no problem. No problem. Not after your 10.65. Mm. I hear what I'm saying. Do you remember that? Do you remember Elaine in 2021? She went to Hungary, I believe, and ran in a race with Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce right after Shelly. Shelly did go to championships too? Yeah, man, I think Shelly ran at the trials too, right? So, Shelly ran, and Elaine, I think, placed third, I think, behind Shericka too, in that trials, if I'm not mistaken, right? And you remember the race right after that was the precursor to Olympics. That race was the precursor to Olympics because that race that Shelly lost to Elaine made the world know that Elaine was back and banging, and Shelly knew that she had to keep an eye out for Elaine. In that finals, Shelly said she tripped. That is not the race to trip. You know what I mean? That is the race to have your best execution. So you know what it means? There was probably something mental going on where she was like a little wary of what Elaine could possibly come with in that race. And as such, she didn't have her best execution in that final, right? So again, This is not the race to lose because you don't know how it's gonna play on with you mentally. Yes, Shelly is a solid athlete as it relates to going for the win for us year after year after year after year after year. You understand? But as a solid Elaine Thompson era played on our brain. You don't know what this a loss is possibly going to do with Shericka. So we probably sitting on and say, no man, Shericka is good. Even if she lose, she's still gonna come to World Championships and run her best race. You don't know. You don't know what losing will really do to you mentally. You know what I mean? And and it's the opposite for Sha'Carri because if Sha'Carri loses, then that was the expectation because Shericka has already run 10.65. So it's a different level of pressure. You understand what I'm saying, Track is? So I don't know. I don't know, but I don't think it's a race to lose. I'm already on here for an hour and a half. My gosh, I only wanted to do an hour, but yeah. If Sha'Carri win, internet no good again. Internet can go bundle. How about Dina? She's not been at her best so far. Dina has been coming out, came out a bit slower this season. I do have her, figuring when it comes to the 200, not the 100 though, but we'll have to see how the 200 goes for her this season. And especially if Shelly doesn't, enter in that 200 meters, then that's a bigger shot for her. But Gabby is back. So the Gabby from 2021 is now back in business. Married. Yeah, so I guess you didn't have a life before marriage, right? Boy, I tell you, I suppose you people think people are not human. Um, TXC, do you have win in the 100-meter? Then who you think me have a win? Me have Jamaica come first and second. It doesn't matter who win. If a Shelly win, me good. If a Shericka win, me good. Shericka, Jackie, Shericka will win. Love your program. I'm hoping. Thank you, Harold. No medals are being awarded, so Frana will tell her to practice her start. All right, I'm dead. Pronounce me. Well, no, might as well pronounce me right now. I don't think I want to continue this life because the more you all tell me this is the more I'm starting to believe that this is what is going to happen, and I'm not prepared for hearing no Sha'Carri fans come at me. I missed that last 2021 season. Elaine versus Shelly was awesome. A highlight was Shelly beating Elaine and Elaine still clocking 10.65. Yeah, that was a crazy race. That was a crazy race. Elaine got a horrible start and tried to run back, but it was too late. Shelly dusted her out in that race, that's for sure. I see that if Jacko no win, you are gonna ball for a week. No, I'm gonna go MIA. 10.57. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Remember, Shericka said she made a mistake, in the race towards the end. So let's see. And I remember, I do you remember that race, that 10.78 she did at the stadium? If you rewatch that race, Shericka was reaching a lot. A lot of reaching was going on in that race. She made a lot of mistakes and she still ran 10.78, right? So you know, let's see what happens tomorrow. But again, me no look for no loss. Me sorry. MVP, bulk up their athletes and taper them off for world championships. Don't get too excited. Lovely. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Shelley said the third step in the Olympic finals was what did it. Yeah, she said she stumbled. If Jamaica had a bad day, don't hide. We will miss you. No, I'm not gonna hide because I'm gonna have to report on it. But it's mentally I'm just not gonna be there. If losing doesn't make you better, you need to reborn. You're not a human yet. Huh? No, losing will make you better. I agree. But I just don't think tomorrow is a race for Shericka to enter to lose. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind any other race if she places wherever it's fine to me, but not tomorrow's race. After that, coming off the back of 10.65, the world is keyed in and zoning to see exactly what's going to happen when she lands up against Sha'Carri. And no amount of excuses that Jamaica gives, oh, they're loading back up for world championships. Nobody's going to buy that. While we would know and we understand, nobody's going to buy that. And they're just going to take it and run with it and go leading into world championships. I'm just going to see big billboards of Sha'Carri. Gold medal prospect. about Martin Shericka? What if Shericka lose to Sha'Carri and then lose to Gabby later? You think that will mess with her negatively or motivate her and guarantee her? Again, if we're going off what everybody said in this chat, then as it relates to what she's capable of, if she loses, I don't think this has anything to do with what she's capable of. Do not get me wrong, right? But um America's number one is Gabby in the 200. Number one is Sha'Carri in the 100 meters. It's not the time again to lose to these girls. I don't think, or just don't enter the race. You know what I mean? But let us see. Let us see. Right now, I'm not even looking forward to the race again. And I just brought my vibes and brought my spirit. Me can't bother with them. Me I come off of this chat. This stream here. The race tomorrow will be a good gauge to see what's happening in Budapest. Gabby could beat Shericka in the 200. Mm-hmm. We are trying to convince you what's going to happen, but you're stubborn. Look here. You've already convinced me, okay? And I'm saying that I'm sad. I'm now sad and I'm coming off the stream because you're making me upset. I don't want her to lose. Sha'Carri will win tomorrow. Tomorrow is not the World Championship. Tomorrow is business, nothing more. I understand all of that, okay? Okay? I'm not prepared for it. I'm coming off this live now. I'm coming out this live now because you all have, made very solid arguments, and these are all arguments that I've used before in the past when it comes to MVP athletes. So I fully understand this whole tactic. But honestly, yeah, I wasn't prepared for, this tactic being thrown in my face tonight, that's for sure. So I'm just gonna have to breathe, wake up in the morning and just say, okay, Shericka, if you lose me, understand. And I'm just gonna have to prepare for it. You know what I mean? At least, you know what? At least y'all have given me the talking points tomorrow when I'm dropping the video to say, Sha'Carri win. Lord of his mercy. Ah, that bad mouth. What? Them need to hold those thoughts. Jackal not losing to either Gabby or she. No, it's a possibility. It's a very very solid argument based on what MVP has done in the past. It's very possible that she's advised not to go full out in this race, and especially if they're now starting to load back up. We see Natasha run yesterday. And Natasha they back down at 11-2. Lord of mercy. The mere fact that I've thrown this in, now I'm losing my mind. Natasha they back down at 11-2. It means that Natasha start load back up. So you don't think Shericka start load back up too? Dear Father, this was not what I was prepared for. Yeah. It's a very solid argument. It's a very solid argument, and the more I think about it, it's the more plausible it's sounding. So, yeah, I'm about to lose my mind. I'm gonna go to my bed and just wake up in the mind frame that Shericka could lose, and I understand why she could lose, and just let it rest rather than tomorrow be shocked out of my mind. At least I'm already prepared. That's a good thing, right? I'm prepared. Oh my gosh. Sonic, no, I don't want the playback. It's already almost 2 hours. So that's why I'm actually gonna go. I'm not running because of what I said. It's because of the playback. I don't want the video to be too long. Me gone. Me gonna bet these comments are killing me. Oh no, Bryce Driver, I feel you. Listen, Shericka winning tomorrow. Probably gonna have to watch the replay after church. Man, tomorrow Shericka's birthday. She wanna win. If the coach it has a plan, there's no going around it. Gabby has Jamaican blood too. Look here, track is I cut a solid line when it comes to touching that track. You understand what I'm saying? You're supposed to know that Frana don't show his cards early. I know that, but this is not the race to lose. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. What time is the race? I don't know what time exactly is the race. The meet starts at 9 a.m. Can you say what time Shericka race will be? No, I can't. I'm sorry. All right, the meet runs roughly for 2 hours, right? And I think it's the last race on the cards. So If the race is for 2 hours, let's say maybe at 1:45. Let me see if it's the last race. Yes, it's the last race. So maybe around not 1:45, sorry, 1 hour and 45 minutes is possibly where you'll see the race in. So maybe it's like 10:45 maybe. But again, don't hold me to that. You're gonna have to watch every minute of the event. Um, Okay, just because we don't want to crush yours. We're not done crushy already. You're not crushy already. But at least me prepared. When we wake up tomorrow morning, nothing now go shock me again. So if she lose, it now go shock me. And if she win, me worse now go shocked. Right? So I'm gonna be prepared. Oh my gosh. You believe Gabby has another 20, 21-6 in her feet? Yeah, man. She did the 21-6 as a collegiate athlete, and she was able to scrape through. I think was it what was that, a 21-8 at the Olympics for a medal this year around, coming off an injured season last year, coming back looking much stronger, much better. Yeah, she can possibly pull off another 21-6, but I don't think it deters anything Shericka has to offer. I agree with you completely. The best winners are the ones who win worlds and Olympics. Shericka, I will give Uno a radam. We are win. LOL. Sha'Carri wishes will beat Sha'Carri again for a third time straight. 10:50 Jamaica time. All right. So track crazy saying 10:50. It's the last race. Yeah. On a serious note, Shericka needs to win over Sha'Carri. For bragging rights, yes. Nothing else but bragging rights. Nothing else. 11:53. Eastern Standard Time. Sha'Carri has a lot of mercy. I don't think so anymore, I think they're probably broken up. But yeah. All right, Trackies. That's it. Y'all have blown my bubble. Thank you for blowing it. But I appreciate it because now it prepares me for every possibility come tomorrow. I'm hoping though that Jamaica stands tall tomorrow. If they don't, then I completely get it and I'll just move on with my life and wait until World Championships. I move on pretty easily as well. Um I move on pretty easily as well. So nothing will deter my support for Jamaicans, any at all, 100%. So let's just wait and see. Chakis, I'm seeing 152 people here. Let me jump over and check my like them because for some reason y'all never do the right thing when it comes to likes. So okay, I see. All right, good. Hit up the like. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let me see these last few comments before I bounce. Listen, Jaga, I got so the girls tomorrow and then build back up. This is not the race to play games, and MVP knows that with all the drama in the Jamaican camp. Nope. Well, let us see. Bust me bubble, that's for sure. Sleep well, yes I will. Although I'm not going to bed anytime soon. It's just 7:41. 10:66 for Jacko tomorrow. I'm hoping for a great run. That's good for track, knowing the women are closing the show. Yeah, usually the long distance races are a male race finish. It's good to see the sprints and female sprints get a top spot. I think this is the first time since season they're closing out the show, so that's good. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, just look out for my videos tomorrow, Chuckies. I'll be dropping videos race by race when it comes to the Jamaicans, clearly, and the results. So just look out for those. And yeah, look out for my Jacko video too. Win, lose, or draw, Jamaica straight. With that said, Chuckies, love you all. Love you too, American brothers and sisters. It's just that when it comes to track and field, there's no love. It's war. So yeah, outside of the track, it's straight love, yeah. But when we come to stepping on the track, that can't happen. We have to zone in, we have to get fierce and come to demolish everybody. So that's what we're doing, and we're gonna look out for Jamaicans tomorrow and wish them all the best. Um, you Chuckies, the Americans can also look out for the best from the Americans. They're very solid too this season. I'm expecting a great show when it comes to the World Championships, but we'll tackle that when we get there. With that said, love you all. Take care. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.